tonight's a big night for your former quarterback, Kevin. What are you hearing about where he'll go in the draft?
Well, we get a lot of phone calls, and from GMs, from coaches, from everybody just trying to make decisions. I'm like you guys. We're here to support our guys, and we've got three great players that are going to have a big night tonight. And whether you're in that slot or people trade up or trade down, I don't know what happens. I'm a college football coach, but I think there's a pretty good chance for Johnny, it's still going to be in a top 10 situation.
Coach, Stephen A. here. Thank you for being on the show. Got to ask you this question. My man Skip Bayless has been on the record basically putting the Houston Texans on blast, and specifically Bill O'Brien and Rick Smith, saying that they will rue the day if they pass up on Johnny Manziel as the #1 overall pick in this NFL draft. Do you agree with that assessment, or basically how do you feel specifically?
No, I don't agree with that. I say this, Bill's a great coach, and Rick Smith and I, it's well documented, we're good friends, and went to school at the same place. So, everybody's going to make decisions based on what they need and what's going to happen, what they think is best for their organization. It's not personal. It's a business. So, I think in my take is that, whatever happens, everybody's going to make the best decisions for them, and everybody's going to be all right in this. Does that end or start a franchise? No. Does you look back about 10 years ago, I don't know how long it was, but with Vince Young and Reggie Bush and a lot of pressure to take certain guys. I mean, the Texans have done what's best for them, and every organization does what's best for them. And I think the same thing's going to happen tonight.
So, Kevin, I think I hear you saying that Houston won't take Johnny, and that the whole idea of him being the Texas kid who played just up the road in College Station, Texas, won't apply tonight. It won't be a factor.
No, Skip, you didn't hear me say that at all. What you heard me say was that they're going to make the best decision for them. And, down the road, every decision you make is not a tomorrow decision. Down the road, we'll know what that means. So, they evaluate. I'm a college football coach. I'm not a pro football coach. Everybody does things for their organization. We'll see what happens.
Coach, how good is Johnny Manziel in your eyes as it pertains to what his capabilities may be on the next level? Highlight that for me and tell me why.
Well, Stephen, I think he's he's the most exciting player ever to play college football. I think he's a guy with an unbelievable amount of talent, unbelievable amount of gifts that he has. He's gotten better. Things that he works at, from his pocket presence, all the things that he was, everybody knocked him on as a freshman, a one-year starter. He got better. He's played 2 years of college football. He's got tremendous upside. And in the right system, with the right coach, he'll continue to get better. And, there hadn't been a guy before him, and there hadn't been a guy after him since that can play the way he plays.
So, Kevin, could you go so far as to say who you think the best coaching or scheme fit would be for Johnny if you could pick one?
No, I don't know. Everybody's different. And just like when we moved from Conference USA to the SEC, everybody thought that wouldn't work. And there's no profile to win. Your job as a coach is to take your players, put them in a scheme, and win games. And whatever the perception is of what a league is or what's going on, those are two different things when you put people in a situation. And I think that with the right scheme, with the right guy, with people who understand how he plays, who knows? And certain people, certain schemes, it's not going to work. open mind. You have to have the ability to be able to coach that guy and deal with that. And I think you've seen that a little bit in the NFL playoff system.